What up, what up, what up? Welcome back to the table where everybody eat. If it's your first time to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you stay in the loop of what we got going on over here at the table, man. Also, hit that like button, man. Keep your boy going in these algorithms or whatnot. You know what I mean? Because we've been bringing y'all bangers from penny stocks to long-term stocks, option plays, and our levels have been on point from ticker symbol ACHR, AEHR, NTLA, IBRX, RZLV. It don't even matter, man. But anyway, today we're talking about ticker symbol APLD. We covered this stock here a number of times ever since that $3.77 area up until now $7.36. And these levels have been holding up. Once we got over that $5.35 level and then reached that $6 psychological level, this thing went straight to our $7.10 area, came back down, and then we went up to the $7.62 area, got above that trend line, which is around that $7.35, $7.36 area. I know I'm throwing mad numbers at you guys, but at the end of the day, point is the levels have been holding up and the levels have been respected on ticker symbol APLD, Applied Digital Corporation. So where I think the stock is going from here is if we can get over this $7.63 area, let's just say $7.75, I see us testing that $8 area, $8.03 area. If we can manage to get above $8.03 to $8.10, we quickly will go to $8.41 and then a psychological level of basically $9 before we go to roughly $9.50 and then off to the races, possibly to break that recent $10, $11 high back around when the news came out of NVDA having stake in this company. So we're on the 4-hour chart. I'm gonna go ahead and just slide down to like the 30-minute chart because we already know the levels. And right now we're trying to predict or see where we think this stock is going to go, to the upside or maybe to the downside. I'm gonna cover all those levels right now in this video. Now, moving down to the 30-minute time frame, you can see clear as day us getting above this trend line that has been the upward trend line since, I believe, April of 2024. That's as far back as I went for this particular trend line. And when we fell below it, let me go back out to like a daily chart real quick. As you see, when we fell below this trend line, we went all the way down into the gap up of 2024 in September, and we filled that gap. We also filled the gap down we had after all the Liberation Day news and things of that nature and whatnot with the tariffs. And then now we are trying to get back above this trend line, like I said, from April of 2024. This was the biggest decline under this trend line for the longest amount of days that we've had since April of 2024. Now going back down to that 30-minute chart to get to these levels. If we could stay above this trend line, but in my eyes, ultimately just hold that $7.10 level, which is also the 50 SMA on the 30-minute chart, that would be ideal for me. So if you aren't already in this play and you're waiting for a pullback, an ideal entry would be maybe $7.10 to dip your toe, not financial advice, but I ultimately would like, let's just say around this $6.75 area to see about getting an entry there. The golden zone for me is 645. Under 645, I personally would be waiting for maybe anywhere between 575 and $6. But with me believing that we probably won't go any lower than $7.10 or $6.75 to the upside. Again, if we can break this 762, 763, and then get to approximately $7.75, that's where I see we could make our way back towards that psychological level of $8. Break $8 to $8.10. We could be going to $8.41, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Now we'll probably go ahead and jump over to Webull, look at the moving averages, and close out this video. With us covering this stock so many times, that's really why this video is so short, because in my eyes, the levels are the levels. If you aren't familiar with the levels stated previously, just go on my channel, look up APLD, look at some of the other Applied Digital videos, probably the more recent one from this one, just to keep you in the loop before we had this run up. And then that way you can assess your moves in your own opinion, not financial advice from me, but you can assess your moves on how you want to play this stock to the upside, downside, buy the dip, long, swing trade, whatever the case may be. But jumping over to Webull, here we are on the daily chart, and I already moved the drawings away because we were mainly here for the moving averages. And what I see right now on the daily chart is we currently have a nice little mount thus far on the 200 moving average, which is around that $7 area. And we have the 9 and the 20 crossing above through the 72. Now, if the 9 can get through the 200 with us holding the 9 as well, that's where I see there's going to continued upside on the daily, especially with the MACD already in positive territory. So if we do get a slight pullback and we come in stay positive or so in the MACD area, that'd be ideal for me. So right now, I'm still loving the momentum that is building or that is on Applied Digital, especially with the average that we have over in the Discord. Speaking of Discord, this here is the Discord. Everybody eats. This is where we cover penny stocks, long-term stocks, option plays, the overall market, earnings reports, catalyst boosters, small cap, large cap. It don't even matter, man. But also in the Discord, this is where I post my YouTube videos for the group before I put them out available to the public. Like they had access to this QSI video since the 24th. It didn't get posted. Well, actually, not the 24th. I apologize. See how I told them this APLD video is coming up soon? They're going to get this today. You guys may get it tomorrow, but QUBT video, they've had since yesterday, may make it public today or whatnot on the YouTube channel. But anyway, that's the Discord. Link will be below. Again, where we cover penny stocks, general chat, swing trading, our results, our gains, everybody eats, things of that nature, man. But again, link will be below in the Discord for link will be below in Discord. Link will be below in the description for the Discord. Now back over to Weevil to close out this video. Now back to what I was saying about us currently holding this 200 MA and with the momentum looking good on the MACD. I'm loving the momentum currently of this stock on the daily chart. Before I go to a lower time frame, let's go to a higher time frame, like the weekly. In the weekly, I love the hold of this 200. I love how the 9 is curling upward. Now, if we can for surely hold the 72 on the weekly, which is that $6 range, that's if we fall below, like I said, 645 or so. I can't remember anyway, but if we fall below 675, my bad, then that's where I'll be waiting for that $6. But if we can stay above this $7 area or stay above this 20 moving average on the weekly, with the 9 curling upwards through the 72 and going towards the 20. I like that right there again for the momentum that is building on this stock as we are now currently getting over a few local highs from back in prior days. Now going down to the hour chart, looking at the hour chart, I like the hold that we have of the 72, which is around that $7.13 area. And we are currently looking like we are below that, and the MACD is flirting with negative territory as it is kind of flat right between negative and positive. So we could get this to curl upward, this orange line on the MACD to curl upward with us to get above the 20 again. That would be ideal on the hour chart. But where we're at right now, again, if we can't get over that 775, 763 or whatnot to 775, and now looking at this, let's just say $7.80, then I personally will wait to see how it react when we get up into that level of $8 or so to see if we could break and mount $8, or if we reject 8 and kind of consolidate in between this range here of the $7 to $7.80 area. That's what we have though for ticker symbol APLD. Thank you guys for watching this video. Again, link will be below in the description for the Discord as well as for my Twitter. Much love. We out.